Hey everybody, Shaman Hawk here for Shamanic Laws. I'm going to talk to you guys about a very, very important issue, something I'm seeing more and more of a lot these days. And this issue is about how to really choose your shamanic teacher, or how to choose your shaman, how to find your shaman. First off, I want to tell you that the real shaman does not mind the questions about the training, about their background, about their hardest cases that they worked with. We are more than happy to tell you about us and our background and training because we owe it to you to do that. We know that when you're coming to us, you're coming to us with a serious situation. And believe it or not, people just don't drop into us and say, hi, my life is doing wonderful. They only want to come see us when things are going bad, but that's okay. We know that's part of our job. And we know that you need to find somebody that's really trustworthy, because of what you're going through, and because you know that you're going to hang on our words and use them to guide you in some decision-making processes in the future. So it's okay to do that. And you know what? And you owe it to yourself to ask that shaman those questions. Too often I get appointments with people or meet people who tell me a series of stories of the people that they worked with before me and how that person misguided them, often abused them financially, sexually, mentally. Just when I think I've heard them all, I get surprised with something else. It's unbelievable sometimes. And the person that comes to me with the story, they had that feeling that something wasn't right, and they didn't voice their opinion on it. They didn't voice their emotions. Now, sometimes that feeling can come from outside of self, other entities, consciousness. Sometimes it can be different parts of their imagination, different issues that they have going on. It could be a lot of things. But one of the things that I don't have a problem with telling people is just, if you're not feeling comfortable with me, I can recommend you to someone else. Women will come to see me, mostly women that come to see me, all right? And now I'm happy to say I have two female shamans who passed their apprenticeship that are very, very capable, and I can direct them to them. With business people will come to see me, and sometimes these people are in echelons that they can't have their friends and family know they're talking to a shaman. And for me to show up or them to have an appointment with me and visibly in public, they're like, why are you talking to that old hippie looking guy, right? So I have Walter Spiegel in Dusseldorf, Germany. He's an academic, he's a businessman, and so they can be talking to him. He's up into that level of business and academia. So even if I can't put you in the place that you feel you need to be personally, I can hand you off to somebody else. And that's the other part about it. The real good shaman, the real shaman, the priority one is what's best for you. It's not about you, that person keeping you so they can make the money off of you, or their client, stalling with the client base. If you're really good, you fix people quickly, and then they're off enjoying their life. Now, some of the my promoters are like, well, yeah, but then you're always looking for new people. Well, actually, I'm not looking for anybody at all. They're finding me. Okay, and there's a big difference in that. And so, again, test the teacher. Ask about the background training, their apprenticeship, their hardest and most difficult cases. I've worked with a lot of people that got death dates by the doctor, from diagnosis, and they didn't want to die on that date, so I could work with them to get them a few more years, or in one case, at least 10 more years, from one woman I worked with. I haven't heard about her since then. But sometimes that doesn't happen, okay? And so that your shaman has to give you the information and give you a parameter of possibilities that are workable and tangible on the physical plane. We're in the 21st century, year 2022 at this time. And at the end of the day, we're just still human beings, dealing with human being type stuff on planet Earth. So when you're asking about these difficult situations about this shaman work, it's got to be something on the physical plane, not some battling the interdimensions and past life regressions and what. No, this isn't Warcraft. This isn't Tour of Duty shamanic version. This is life on Earth, 21st century. and your shaman has to be able to work here, today. Some of it can have past life bleed-throughs, but what does that do for you today? So in closing, like I said, you owe it to yourself to ask the person that you're going to be working with some personal questions, and you have to be feeling good about the interaction you're having with that person. You know, and that shaman that you're thinking about as potentially working with, they have to be okay with either saying, if you're not comfortable with me, you know, I can help you find somebody else. You know, they have to show the priority that what's best for you is top of their list. If you guys are thinking about any kind of shamanic apprenticeship, or you want to become a shamanic practitioner, anything else, you can write me at shamaniclodge@gmail.com. If you like this video or any of the other ones, you know, like, share, subscribe. Keep it real out there, people. You know, always look for the proof. Catch you guys later.